Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
And that is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and you know they missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Play action. It's Allen. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, that's certainly not what we were expecting to see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive turnover. And let's hope for their sake, Mike, this is not a sign of things to come the rest of the day.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A short one there. Caught by Kittle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Get it!
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. The pressure gets there, and Cody goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Very close to the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Atlanta. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they're on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
56, 56.
Now Allen on 1st down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
No chance at all. He'll go down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll go play action here with Allen. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's over the middle and intercepted. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return. We'll give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
It is a big play there for the Falcons. 32 yards. They'll throw on first down with Allen.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the goal line and in. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Atlanta. Extra point attempt still to come. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Ready up.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Go. Go.
He'll look to throw. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
65, 65, ready.
On third down, here's a run by Stevenson. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, 49ers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now, faking the give. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Check. Check, smash.
So
check,
Kittle
smash.
comes in motion.
Ready,
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now.
We'll go right back to Stevenson. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. He's to the 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Austin now to return this. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Come on, come on. Check.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter.
On the ready.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Downfield for Njoku. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56, 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
This drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it. And completed.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Get it. Hurt.
The motion man is Johnson.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Hurt. Let's go. Roll. Check. Ready.
Now a give running left. It is Stevenson. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready. Check go.
And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight, pass rush is getting home, back-to-back sacks.
This caught.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Allen is going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Now it's Allen. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Falcons. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. One more time going up top with Allen. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. First and 10.
Let's go now. Street. Ready, ready?
On the give, this is Stevenson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Ready.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Come on. 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh!
Man downfield is Kittle. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll look to run with Stevenson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he...
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And all in all, a pretty solid return. He only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Right to the air goes Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Nix to the air. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. first down. It's Alexander, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down and 7. To throw, here's Nix. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Let's go.
On third down, Alexander. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Going quickly out to the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. First and 10. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Now second and 3. Throwing Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Allen. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Brady. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a first and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down to try to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you can be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Allen. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Elam now to add the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. They'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That went into the hands of Flowers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Nix. Steps away to his left. But escapes the sand. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Rolling to his right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Powering his way forward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With the second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elam on here for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go now.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. To throw is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That one taken in by Neighbors. 2nd down and 3. Here's Nix. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Oh, 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 oh.
There he goes
Oh,
inside.
let's go.
Falcons.
Let's go.
It's an 82-yard kick return.
Dude, I thought I was going to lose this game at first.
Quickly to add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll go play action with Nix.
Oh.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Brady. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Allen. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Allen again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brady. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Allen. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Nix to the air.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jamar Chase.
42 yards.
And the Giants take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He finds his man complete. It's Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix.
Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
To throw, here's Nix.
Buying time to his left.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college.
$484. Come on. Gotta win this game, bro. Gotta win these games.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronk. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Well, they took their shot immediately. It would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He spins right by him. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's complete. David Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. The ball is out! But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First red zone opportunity of the game now for the Texans. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. This finds up. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Nice.
Sometimes he's gonna fumble, bro.
It's 2nd and 1. Now a give running right. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Back to the well again.
Slow start for me, but hey, it's okay.
The Texans get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Allen on the play action. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air. He hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
19 Lions, go!
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. From the gun on 3rd down. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down,
This dude's team is
nonetheless,
insane.
he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He'll throw it yet again. He's on the move. Now he takes it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, it denies the 1st down.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Oh my God.
That is caught along
What
the
are we
sideline,
doing,
and
bro?
he gets the feet down. Wow. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
19 Chargers.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of...
Score! It's a Houston touchdown!
Come on, dude.
The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's loaded another one up. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
97,000.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up
96
second down.
They
Yeah,
sure
that's
love to connect on some of these
94.
intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. Bouncing football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Ooh, bad fortunes turned to good pretty quickly there, partner. That fumble eluding capture, and thankfully ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, big old sigh of relief on that sidelines, but that new life's going to be short-lived here if they're not able to convert on this third down.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. On third and short, McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on fourth down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. This one from an even 40 yards out. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The